Hello everyone, welcome to Gardening for Better Health. This is Henry B. 723 coming to you today to share some information with you on how I start my garden in early January. This is January the 15th, 2024. This is how I'm starting my garden this year. Like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do my next video. Well, today I'm going to be sharing some things with you, the quick and easy, no muss, no fuss way to start your garden in January to begin growing indoors. So it's a very simple way that I start. There are a lot of different ways to begin planting your seeds. There are a lot of different containers people use to start planting their seeds. This one is a very easy, no fuss way. It's good for beginners as well as the seasoned gardeners. This is the seed starting tray that I have, and it's from Jiffy. There are a lot of different brands that have these trays that start your seeds in these seed pellets. And these seed pellets have peat in them. And peat is an excellent growing medium for starting your seeds. Let me show you what I have. This particular tray is actually, it's a 36 pellet tray that I'm using today. They come in different sizes. Some of them are 24, some are 36, some are 48, depending on how many seeds you want to start planting. But today we're using the 36 tray pellets. These are actually the thicker pellets, and I'll show them to you. They come in different heights, and this one is a thicker pellet. So when it rises to plant in, it's going to be taller than the small pellets that you may have seen elsewhere. I like the thicker pellets because it gives you more growing medium for your seeds, and the seeds get a chance to get their roots established better if the growing medium is deeper. So that's what we have today. How do you use this? It's so easy. It's so easy. It's unbelievably easy. You start by putting some water in this tray, and when I pour it in here, these pellets, when you take them out, there's a little bit of indentation in there, and so you want to fill it to the point where it is actually even with that indentation. And once you do that, that'll give you almost an inch of water in the bottom of this tray. And they will start to expand. And it doesn't take them long to expand. That's all of them. And already they're starting to expand. Look at this one. I don't know if you can actually see it. That one is starting to expand. It's getting larger. It's thicker than it was. So we're going to let this water sit here and expand these pellets. And once they're expanded, we have one other little thing to do, and then we'll be able to put our seeds in. So while that is expanding, I'm going to come over here and show you which seeds we're going to be dealing with. I'm going to put a little bit more water in there. Okay. The seeds that we're going to be dealing with today are seeds that I love, love, love to use. I love my lettuce. Anybody that's been to my channel before will probably be able to tell you, yes, Henry B loves to keep lettuce growing throughout the year. Right now I'm out of lettuce. That's my fault because I didn't sow any lettuce seeds recently because I've been busy doing other things. But yes, we have 3 different types of lettuce that I'm going to be sowing today. This one is Henderson's black seeded Simpson lettuce. I got the seeds from Baker Creek. And this one is a loose lettuce. It's not a tight lettuce, it's loose leaf lettuce. And it's green. The next one is really one of my favorites. It's the Merlot lettuce. The Merlot lettuce is a deep red, and it's really, really beautiful when you put it on your plate as part of your salad. The next one is Butter Crunch lettuce, and that one goes really, really well on your plate as well. It's a softer lettuce, but it tastes fantastic. And usually when I make a salad, I will snip some from each of the lettuces that I'm growing and mix them together. Another item that I decided to start early, this is Vulcan Swiss chard. Now Swiss chard is very cold hardy, so that if it gets to the point where it's ready to be transplanted early, I can put it outside and it's frost tolerant. But the leaves will be harvestable before it's fully mature. So I expect to start eating this Swiss chard shortly, probably in about 2.5 months. This is bok choy, Hidu Tiny. These are miniature bok choys, and they get to be, about like that. And you harvest them, and they're very tasty. They're little. And then this is sorrel. They call it Green de Belleville sorrel. And this is very tasty. It has sort of like a lemony taste to it when you eat it. So I'm going to be growing some sorrel as well. And looking at the timetables on these, I will tell you this black seeded Simpson lettuce, it matures in 45 to 60 days, so that you have an idea when you plant these. If you plant this particular variety, you know when you can harvest it. And that's always the fun part. On my planting sticks, I always put the date that I planted it. But then on the calendar, I will go to my calendar and write on the calendar the day that I need to begin harvesting. So because I have that information, I know what day to put on the calendar. This one, the Merlot, it's ready in 55 to 60 days. The Butter Crunch is ready in 65 days. The Swiss chard, this is a 60-day plant. The bok choy is ready in 25 to 30 days. It doesn't take it long to grow at all because it's a very small plant. And then the sorrel is ready in 60 days. So this is January 15th, February, March, April 15th. All of these will be harvestable. I probably will have harvested some off of them early because they grow and sometimes they're more tasty when they're younger. So this is what we're going to be planting today. I'm still looking at these. They're still expanding. And while they're expanding, I'm going to open them up a little bit so that we'll be able to get the seeds in the opening. So here, and actually, you really don't need to do much because the opening expanded as well. If you look, the opening in these is big enough to go ahead and put your seeds in them. So we're going to maneuver this water and help it to expand. It's not as large as it's going to be. So we are going to go ahead and start putting our seeds in. We're going to start with the Henderson's black-seeded Simpson lettuce. These seeds are very tiny. And I will show you what they look like. Very, very tiny seeds. And the goal is to get 2, no more than 3 seeds in one of these peat pellets. So we're going to do 1, 2, I'll try 3. Okay. Go to the next one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get that one out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 in there. 3. So that's it for the black-seeded Simpson. And we'll put our little tag over here. We'll do Merlot lettuce next. Now the Merlot lettuce, even though the lettuce itself is red, the seeds are beige. That's how large they are. So we'll start with these. And the reason that I do 3 to a particular pellet is so that if one does not germinate, another one will. I've not had a problem with germination with the seeds that I have been getting from Baker Creek, but you never know. You have to kind of prepare just in case. All right, so that's the Merlot lettuce. And that's our little tab. And now we're going to move on to the Butter Crunch. The Butter Crunch lettuce. And it's amazing. The Butter Crunch lettuce is a very dark seeded lettuce. I would have expected the Merlot to be dark, but it's not. But the Butter Crunch is. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. If they all germinate, then the only thing I need to do is to clip the weaker one and keep the stronger one. So it's not a big deal if you get more than one seed in. You can compensate for that later. All right, so that's it for our Butter Crunch. We're gonna put this one in there. Next, we're going to do the Merlot. Well, we're going to do the Swiss chard next. Now, the seeds for Swiss chard are very large seeds. See how large they are? And there's more than one plant in here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. There's more than one plant in this seed. It's what I call a compound seed because it's comprised of more than one plant. So with this one, you really shouldn't need more than one seed. Hopefully it germinates. All right. So that's the Swiss chard. We will put this stick in here. Now we've got 4 left. I'm going to do 2 of the tiny bok choy and 2 of the sorrel. So we'll do 2 bok choy. These are very small round seeds, and they're almost black in color, very dark. And last is the sorrel. Now the sorrel seeds, you almost need a microscope to see them. This is what they look like. Very, very tiny seeds. All right. And we're going to do the bok choy. tag here. And the sorrel tag here. Now, as you can see, these have swollen up. These have swollen up. They have almost absorbed all of the water. I'm going to put a little bit more water in here. Here we go. And along with this little more water, I am going to go in and cover this up with the peat that's in there. Just a tiny bit of covering to make sure that the seeds have good contact with the peat. All right. So have you started planting things already? Or are you still waiting on it to warm up a little bit more? Have you decided what you're planting this year, if you're going to plant anything? And if so, what have you decided on? Put it in the comments below what you've decided to plant and if you've started planting already. And if you haven't, when do you plan to start? I know some of us, when we plant, we don't always do seeds, we do starts. And that's perfectly fine. Where do you get your starts from? And when do you usually get your starts and get busy? Put that information in the comments below. Everyone that visits this channel is interested in gardening, and so it would be beneficial for them to know how you start your garden every year. It might be something that they will want to incorporate in their gardening plan. So leave a comment below. And these are really, really leaning to the side now. They're absorbing that water. But yeah. So I have been very excited about getting started with this today. Outside right now, here it's 8 degrees outdoors with a wind chill of 10 below. So there's nothing I can do outdoors, but I can compensate by planting indoors. And so we've got these seeds planted in here. We've got them labeled. Always, always remember to label your seeds. And I will be marking on the calendar when I can expect these to be ready. So that's it for now. Once these have finished absorbing the water, I'm going to put them on my grow table under the grow lights, and they will begin to start growing. They should germinate within 7 to 10 days. So as time goes on, we'll check on these to see how they're doing. So in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stop back and see how these are doing, and I will have some more things that I'm going to be planting very soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.